In order to change an unresponsive transducer in the wire myograph chamber, you will need a replacement force transducer, the screwdriver, Allen key, and clear silicone-based grease that came with your system. The first thing you will need to do is remove the old transducer from the myograph chamber. Flip over the chamber and take your Allen key to loosen the 2 screws on the bottom of the chamber. You can now lift off the transducer. Take your screwdriver and remove the mount that's connected to this transducer arm. You can discard the old transducer. To prepare the replacement transducer for the chamber, you want to make sure that it's properly greased. You can see here that this transducer has been greased already, but if it is not, you will take either a pipette tip or a 1 ml syringe and apply some of the clear silicone-based grease around that pinhole. It is also a good idea to add grease along the front edge of the transducer. This will protect against any liquid entering the transducer housing. You can take your pipette tip with grease and apply it along this edge. Draw up some grease into the syringe tip. You can place the tip of the transducer arm into the syringe and apply some grease. You do need to be careful here so you do not damage the replacement transducer. It's a good idea to remove any of the old grease. You can take a Chem Wipe and wipe that away. You can now add the replacement transducer. In order to add the replacement transducer, take your chamber, flip it over, and add the 2 screws in the bottom. You will hold these in place and take your replacement transducer, line it up along the edges of the chamber, and set it in place. You will feel the 2 screws on the bottom start to push against you. Hold the transducer in place and take your Allen key to secure the screws. You should now replace the tissue mount on the transducer side. You will need your screwdriver and the mount. Make sure that the back screw is loose and add it in place. You just want to make sure that the mount is flat and level in the chamber. Tighten the screw securely, but do not over tighten as you could damage the transducer. After replacing the transducer and the tissue mount, you will need to make sure that your mounts are aligned under the microscope, perform a force calibration, and then the chamber is ready for experiments.